Janaza, I recited this last ayat from Surah Luqman. Where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا تَدْرِي نَفْسٌ بِأَيِّ أَرْضٍ تَمُوتُ. No soul knows in which land they will die and where they will be buried. إِنَّ اللَّهَ عَلِيمٌ خَبِيرٌ. Indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all knowledgeable, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows everything. Of course, we sit here for this namaz janaza for marhum, whom I had a very brief interaction, but every time I did, it was a very pleasant one. A person who was always carrying a smile on his face, and I don't think anyone would say that they ever saw them and looked at him. By looking at some faces, certain faces, you get satisfaction as well. By looking at certain faces, if you are down, you look at his face and you become satisfied. Everything else, parishaniya, mushkilat, you can forget that. There are certain faces like that. Now, on the contrary, there are certain faces, when you look at them, you become more worried. But his face was something where you looked at him and then your worries were gone. And that's how he also was so soft-spoken. Recently I had more interaction where I got to talk to him a lot, especially at the workshop and other places, especially here in Masjid. I know, whatever I know from the family members that they have informed me, someone who lived a very healthy life, long and healthy life, mashallah, and saw all the happinesses of his children as a father figure wants to see children, growing up, being successful, getting married, and all of those things that a father could hope for, alhamdulillah, he achieved all of that. And all of his baqiyat as-salihat, which inshallah the children will be able to take care of moving forward after his demise. We've come here to shed a few tears with you. We've come here to give kandha to his janaza with you. We'll walk with you till his graveyard. We'll bury him and we'll recite Surah Fatiha for him. We'll even come for the majlis that you will hold for him for Soyam or Jindram and Barsi. But then we get busy with our own lives. It is then you who will be remembered, fondly remembering the places that he used to sit, the places where he used to lie down, the places where he used to walk, the way he used to talk, the way he used to instruct, the way he used to even scold or admonish if you had done something wrong. All of these things will remain as a fond memory for you and will continue to be there. And I know there's this feeling that comes because I've gone through this losing a father. There's this feeling that comes that I wish I could have said that to him. I wish I could have done that. I wish I would have this or that. We have these hasalats. काश ये किया होता, काश ये कहा होता, काश ये काम कर देते, काश ये काम नहीं कहा होता. I wish I had not said this and that to him. All of these feelings will come, but of course, the promise in ayat of the Quran says that even if a person leaves this world and wants to come back, this is لعلي أرجعون. The ayat of the Quran says, ربي أرجعوني لعلي أعمل صالحا. Oh my Rabb, return me back to this life, so that I may act according to your will. This is just merely the words of the individual. This is not going to happen. You're only given one opportunity to live this life. You're given one opportunity to make it right. And even then, how sad it is when you see some individuals that they squander this opportunity. They miss this opportunity that Allah has given to us. How short is this life? When there isn't any room for anything other than praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'll conclude with this. A man, Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu saw in the middle of the heat, worshiping. Hazrat Musa went up to him and he said to him, "Oh man, why don't you find a shadow to go ahead and do the ibadah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala?" The man said, "Or do you not have a house where you can go ahead and worship?" The man said, "A Nabi had told me that I will only get to live for 700 years. Because people live for that long at that time. He said, the Nabi had told me that my lifespan will be 700 years. I didn't think it was long enough for me to build a house for me in this world. I don't think it was long enough time for me to settle down in this world. So I am this way. Hazrat Musa responded to him saying, the people in the Akhir Zaman will get to live for 10% of your age, 70, 80, 90, and then they'll build for themselves these forts and these mansions as if they are to stay here forever. No, what is more important that you're able to, seed so that you're able to harvest, inshallah, tomorrow. Ayah that I recited says, وَمَا تَدْرِي نَفْسٌ بِأَيِّ أَرْضٍ. No soul knows where they'll be. Maybe you know that he will come to the United States, he'll come to this country, and then he will pass away over here and he'll be buried over here. Nobody knows what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has in time for us. But what we have in our control, because we don't control our death, but what we have in our control is how we die. Quran says, لا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. Do not die unless you are in the state of submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't know when we'll die, but we know how we can die. We can control how we leave this world. We leave this world, all have satisfied Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is what this individual and mu'mineen in general try to do. Rabb al-Masa'ib, that's what you see in the battlefield of Karbala as well. Your gham will remain. And the here and the daughters who are here and the son-in-laws and all those, your gham will remain with you. And we're not saying that you get rid of this gham right away. No. Let this natural process be there. But if you go ahead and अपने गम को गमे करबला के साथ जम कर लें तो फिर आपके गम में कोई वज़न नहीं रहेगा, आपका गम हल्का हो जाएगा. जैसे ही आप मुसीबत हुसैन, you think about Hussein ibn Ali and the Masa'ib that he faced, right away you forget about your own Masa'ib, the Masa'ib of your own family person. इमाम हुसैन ने किस चीज के लिए कुर्बानी दी? इमाम हुसैन चाहते तो घर बैठ सकते थे, आराम से घर पे बैठ सकते थे, कोई इमाम को कुछ नहीं कहता, लेकिन इमाम को अपनी जान की परवाह नहीं थी, बल्कि दीन की परवाह थी. इसी खातिर इमाम ने अपनी जान की तो कुर्बानी दी थी, बल्कि कहा इस दीन के लिए मेरे बच्चों की कुर्बानी भी लाजमी है, इस दीन के लिए घर की खवातीन के पर्दे की कुर्बानी भी लाजमी है. लिहाजा इमाम हुसैन इस कारवां को लेकर चलते हैं, करबला के मैदान में पहुंचते हैं. जब पहुंचे हैं करबला पे तो पूछा ये जमीन का नाम क्या है? किसी ने कहा इसको नैनवा कहते हैं, पूछा कुछ और नाम है, क्या शातिल फुरात इसका नाम है, किसी ने पूछा कोई और नाम है, किसी ने कोई और गादरिया कहा. इमाम ने जब पूछा तो एक बूढ़े ने कहा इसका नाम करबला है. इमाम ने कहा हुना करबुन व बला, हाँ यही वो कर्ब और बला है, यही वो जगह है कि जहाँ हमारे खून को बहाया जाएगा. अरे यही वो जगह है जहाँ हमारे बच्चों को ज़िबा किया जाएगा. यही वो जगह है जहाँ बीवियों की जान